Today is the 9th of February 2021, which is a Tuesday, and the time right now is 22:22. Angelic message. It's 10:22 p.m. Budapest time, and these are my results with Mohini Trade for the day. Probably the strongest Forex trading robot in the world. And this is my day on the DAX 30 charts with a 5-minute zoom. And the day begins somewhere there where the thin red line is. And it started with a whole lot of shaking, kind of bearish in style. You can see it's kind of moving downwards. But then early hours in the morning, well, not that early, like around 8-ish or 7, 8, 9, something like that, it just fell through the floor, which we needed real bad because yesterday was all about the all-time high for DAX. Nobody talked about it. What happened? Everybody talks about Bitcoin hitting $47,000. And which is fine, but why doesn't nobody talk about DAX hitting an all-time high? It was yesterday. So anyways, we needed a big fall. We needed a huge bear drop, and exactly that's what we got. If you watch my status report from yesterday, you can see that at the end of the day, I had mostly sell positions, which predicated on the hope that possibly the price is going to fall, and that's when I'm going to make a little money or a lot of money. And that's exactly what happened. Although the day had a lot of ups and downs, and it seemingly has a lot of tradable areas for Mohini Trade, somehow everything was so weird today. It didn't show as much profit as I would have expected. It could possibly be due to the fact that I have a lot of open positions because of the volatility, and because we're kind of pushing the envelope on the very top of the price line. On the other hand, I might be all mistaken. I really don't have an explanation for that, but these are just my hypotheses. Okay, so let's see my profits. I have an all blue day. There's no reds today, which is awesome. As you can see, I sorted my results with the time of position closing. And it's my usual penny profits with the occasional $3, $2, and sometimes just to show some volatility, $2, $2. You can see I have closed some positions from yesterday and from the 4th. So from the past, you can tell that by looking at the swap fees. If it has a swap fee, it was not opened and closed today. It was opened on another day. So anyways, it's just a usual penny profit, but you see there's a 6, there's a 4, there's a 16, there's a 5, and these are probably, and yes, they are bigger lots. They're not just the usual 0.1 lots, but 0.2, 0.3, 0.4 lots. And these are good profits, but they usually present themselves when the market's volatile, when there's a huge climb or a huge drop. I believe, look at, there's an 8, and there's a 5, there's a 3, but rest of it is penny profits, and then nothing else really. So I close my day with $93.87 US dollars profit, and no losses, zero reds, baby. Let's see my open positions. Well, since the market was very rhapsodic, to say the least, I have a lot of open positions, but nothing really scary. The problem is that I have about as many buy positions, as many sell positions. So in other words, tomorrow morning, we don't know what tomorrow brings, but if the market goes this way, I'm okay. If the market goes this way, I'm okay. My only issue, it's a hypothetical issue, is the sell positions, because I have a lot of sell positions from the 3rd. And yeah, it's going to drop a lot. You see the position sizes are over $10 in every case. Even there's the one over $25. What I mean by that is if you, the price will have to drop to 13,821 dollars in order to make some profit, in order for the Mohini Trade to close this position without a loss, with at least a minimum of profit. I'm not sure if it makes sense, but what I'm trying to say is that I'm somewhere between a bunch of buy positions and a bunch of sell positions, or I mean the prices is between a bunch of buys and a bunch of sells. But tomorrow we are going to persevere, and we'll see what's happening. Now let's take a look at my balance. My balance is $4,705.43. My equity is $4,433.18, And once again, my open positions are a little over 272 US dollars. Now let's take a look at my FX book chart. I'm going to refresh the page to silence the doubters. And while the page reloads, I'm just gonna tell you that if you want to follow my live trading on my FX book, you can find the link for this down here under the video in the description box, and that's where you can see all these details. Actually, you can see my live stats, you can see my open positions, my open orders, my history, all the details, all my dirty little deeds. So feel free to come to my FX book and either subscribe or just follow my trading. Anyways, let's start with my gain. My gain is 352.75%. That's my gain. My absolute gain is way less because I pulled out some money earlier. So it's 260.45%. And what I mean about pulling out, I mean that I started trading on the 2nd. Actually, I deposited on the 2nd of December, I deposited $2,000. I started trading the next day on the 7th of December. And, you know, I made a little bit of profit there. So over my $2,000 capital, I made $5,217 profit. So I have that money. I have the $5,200 and I also have the $2,000. But at a certain point, and I can't remember when that was, I'm just going to see the profit chart. No, actually the balance chart is going to show that. On the, what day was that? On the 15th of January, I hit 5,229 US dollars. So I was over 5,200 US dollars in balance, and I withdrew a little less than half of it, $2,500. So I already have $2,500 safe and sound on my personal wallet at the brokers. It's still at the brokers, but I have it in my wallet. This money is not working anymore. So when I did that on that day, I restarted trading from 2,800 US dollars, which is technically like a reset, like a restart. So right now I'm about to catch up, but not yet. I will still need, how much would I need? Okay, crap. My left hand is so clumsy. Sorry. So yes, I had 5,200. Yeah, I still need about $500 to catch up with that number. And once I have that number plus my 2,500, that's when I'm just gonna double the lot size in every other set in my Mohini trade. I'm running 32 sets at the moment, which means that I will alter at least 16 sets. And in my calculations, in my head, I'm absolutely sure that it will give me 150% boost in my profits for every day in the future for as long as I'm using this. So let's take a look at my balance. Again, it's $4,705.43. My equity is exactly the same minus my open positions, which is 270 some dollars. So technically right now I could run away with this much money, 4,440 US dollars. Plus I still have the $2,500 at my brokers. So technically that's my day. I'm kind of curious how this week will end because everybody's so scared of February's. It's probably because last year in 2020, February was, at the end of February, there was a huge disaster at the stock exchange because all the stocks, all the Forex, everything fell through the freaking floor. Because that's when COVID came out. That's when we realized that, oh crap, we're gonna have a lockdown and we're gonna have to deal with this. So all the stocks, all the valuables became very pessimistic. Everybody sold. Prices plummeted, at least lost 1/3 of their initial value, and it took at least another month or 3 weeks for the market to recover from that. Luckily, I don't think anything like that is about to happen, but who knows? Who am I? Do I have a crystal ball? No, I don't. So we're not actually aware of anything that might happen. Well, that's why it's called future, right? I'm talking silliness. Maybe I'm tired, but that's the idea that as long as nothing crazy happens, this February is not gonna be like in 2020. That's my theory. That's my hypothesis. Anyways, this was my video. I think I'm talking silly, so it's better to quit at the top. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to quit at the top. Thank you so much for your attention. Please smash like or dislike, subscribe to my channel, Leave a comment or share this video if you think this can give some other people value. Thank you again, and see you next time.